Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Chris Raygun, and today we're doing a little bit of a glasses off because I'm feeling impassioned right now. I wasn't planning on doing this video. You know, I wanted the next video you saw to be a more highly edited one, which, by the way, is still underway. But something came across my attention recently, and it made me upset, which is genuinely rare these days. It's very difficult to upset me. I don't know if I'm just jaded by the amount of bullshit that I've seen, or if I just am generally more apathetic than I used to be. I don't know what it is. It's pretty hard to get under my skin lately. So when I saw this news about a friend of mine on Twitter, and I felt genuinely angry, I knew, you know what, I'm gonna turn the camera on, and we're gonna see what happens. Now, some of you might not be familiar with what I'm about to talk about today, and that's fair enough. I don't cover this type of thing. In fact, when this was going on, I thought it would just go away. I never thought it would escalate to the point that it's escalated to, so I never bothered to cover it, but here we are. I'll do my best to explain. If you're a fan of video game content here on YouTube, there's a pretty high chance that you've stumbled across a video or two by the Act Man. Now, about a month and a half ago, he made a video about the hottest takes in Elden Ring. I think I heard something explode behind me, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. And it was basically just a bunch of idiots talking about, like, why they didn't like Elden Ring and making really bad arguments about why they didn't like it. And one of them happened to be by a feller named QuantumTV. This guy sucks. I'm not going to get into all the reasons why, because, you know, I might be under fire if I did, because he's like a protected class for some reason. But basically, the Act Man did a video kind of clowning on him a little bit, which, by the way, you totally can do. And QuantumTV responded by abusing copyright claims. Now, this is something that you don't fucking do. This is just it's a general rule on YouTube that you don't abuse the copyright system. It's kind of like how most of us generally agree to not bring a gun to school, generally speaking. Basically, they went back and forth, QuantumTV abusing copyright and our Act Man arguing against it, making a video about the whole situation. QuantumTV then tracked down the Act Man's mother and called her. Here's a general idea: don't track down people's moms if you got a problem with them. Just very bizarre behavior. But apparently behavior that's totally fine, according to YouTube. Totally cool. Along with abusing copyright, which, by the way, again, can't do. So this feud escalates to the point where Act Man makes this very, very big and very well done video, kind of exposing all of the shit that QuantumTV's done and all the reasons why he should not have a fucking YouTube channel. All of the reasons why this dude has abused the community guidelines, this dude's been abusing copyright takedowns, harassing people's families. Dude's like bad news. And so out of the blue, not long after Act Man makes this video, he gets a community guideline strike for this video, flagging it for nudity. Just so you know, I saw the video. There's no nudity in it. The Act Man isn't stupid. He's not going to open his asshole spread eagle on camera and put it in his fucking YouTube video that's an hour long. There's no benefit to doing that. What it got struck for was this blurred Photoshop of QuantumTV with a very poorly animated pickle kind of hovering above him, looking like it's coming towards his mouth. The reason I'm blurring it is because I don't know. This was apparently nudity. So, like, but I assure you, you can decipher what it is. Bro, I need you guys to understand. There are Twitch streamers who literally spread their assholes in front of the camera on a Twitch stream, and they got like a 3-day suspension. Act Man gets a community guideline strike for a Photoshop of a pickle. I've been shirtless many times in my videos. Is that gonna come back to haunt me? Is that nudity? Definitely more nudity than fucking this. It's insane that I'm afraid to show that. Like, it is baffling that that's real. Holy shit. Now, it'd be one thing if he just got a community guideline strike. That would be fucked in and of itself. But apparently, when Act Man appealed this process, he got a manual review that suggested that it was a valid appeal. That means a thinking human being, somebody with a functioning prefrontal cortex, enough to apply for a job at Google and YouTube, saw the video, saw the point that, like, was in question, and agreed that it was nudity. What? And not only that, he got 2 other videos arbitrarily age-restricted, along with losing monetization eligibility for his entire channel, both now and in the future, unless some Deus Ex Machina comes in and, like, flips a switch and forgives him. This is fucking crazy. I've been on YouTube for about 15 years now. I've been doing it professionally for about 7 of those years, and I can tell you without a doubt, this is the most insane individual channel drama I've ever seen in regards to, you know, their channel standing and their justification for having anything removed. We've seen, like, automated bots kind of fuck over channels before. I remember my channel got hacked a couple years ago. I've definitely had, like, monetization issues or whatever. Individual videos get copyright claimed when there's nothing there, and, you know, people aren't around to really manually confirm it, so it's just left up to the bots, and the bots reign supreme, and the bots really suck. But that a person saw this image and said it was nudity is just... I don't know what to make of that other than that's just blatant... That's just injustice. The Act Man is not a small channel. His channel's about 3 times the size as mine. And if this could happen to him, if, like, somebody at YouTube can just, like, lie about his content being, like, unfit for the platform or, like, being against community guidelines, if they could just lie about that shit, then none of us are fucking safe. And that's not to say that this is new. We've never been safe, but this is just so egregious and out in the open that I can't believe it. I know I get a lot of questions, I get a lot of DMs, and I get a lot of people in comments asking me, you know, hey, Chris, where's the next video? And the reality is, I'm making them, but YouTube as a platform is such a demoralizing place to make things. The algorithms don't work. Videos don't go out to subscribers. And then on top of that, you could just get your monetization completely revoked, and you could get a community guideline strike even though you objectively didn't break a community guideline. I've been building my channel for over 7 years. Actman's been building his channel for 7 years, and now it's just poof, out, just into the ether. Because fucking what? Some guy at YouTube just didn't do his job correctly, and it's like, I don't it's not that I don't like making videos anymore. I really like making videos. In fact, I'm working on something right now that I am probably more excited about than I've ever been excited about anything. This is a genuine production that I'm working on. Camera people, you know, locations, like absurd props and shit. I'm having a great time making this thing. And it's one thing if a video comes out and it doesn't do well, like fucking whatever. There's like a bunch of algorithm bullshit and like there's a bunch of like, again, videos don't go out to subs. That's not really my concern. My concern is if I spend a ton of money on a project, right? If I spend money renting a drone or renting like an old car or like, you know, a location to shoot at, and I put all this money down and all of my time into it, and I spend like weeks writing it, and I spend like days editing it, and then I put it out, and then it gets a strike that it's not guilty of breaking, and then my entire livelihood is gone, then I'm just a fucking asshole. I should be on TikTok dancing. The state of YouTube in recent years has been so demoralizing, not only because it's just like a really non-responsive company to the point where, like, to get any communication between you and the site, you have to complain about it on Twitter. You have to go tweet about, like, how, like, hey, YouTube, why is this fucking happening with a screenshot of incriminating shit? And then Team YouTube will come and they'll be like, hey, we're sorry. I'm so sorry, sir. We'll get it fixed. Except in this case where they just said, fuck you. We hate you. That's the only way that you can get a response from YouTube. It genuinely. That's why you see it all the time. That's why you see people complaining on Twitter about YouTube all the time. It's because we can't talk to them. They don't talk to us. There are big YouTubers who have met with Susan Wojcicki in person at, like, meetings and shit, and then nothing fucking happens. So, like, what do you do, really? You know? Like, what is left to do? I wouldn't normally make a video like this, you know? This is just like me ranting and raving and filling you in about stuff that really, you know, maybe shouldn't be important to you. Maybe you just tune into this channel every now and again to see what old Chris is up to, you know, and this isn't, I'm sorry that this isn't one of those videos, but I just feel like this is genuinely something that's actually important to talk about, because the Actman's channel should not be fucking demonetized. And if his channel gets demonetized, then fucking nobody's safe. He makes video game content. Like, it is the tamest shit. His video getting struck for nudity is like one of my videos getting struck for murder because I killed your mood or something. Oh man, I was really happy until Chris told me about the fact that people want to fuck the green M&M. My mood's murdered. He's a murderer. Get rid of his channel. It is that much of a Mr. Fantastic stretch I'm flustered. I'm flustered and angry and rageful. it's very disheartening, and again, this isn't normally a video that I would make, but I just wanted to do my part because the Act Man's been a good dude to me. Every interaction that I've ever had with him has been, like, very pleasant. He's a very nice guy. He always, like, texts me out of the blue asking, like, how I'm doing. He's a stand-up guy, and he just doesn't deserve this, quite frankly. And honestly, nobody deserves to have 7 years of their career ripped away for something that they're not fucking guilty of. Anyway, that's going to be it for me today. Please go show your support for Actman over on Twitter. There's a hashtag going around. Just get some attention on this because, again, this is something I feel really strongly about. Not just because I'm passionate about it or, you know, it involves one of my friends, but I just feel like this is about the platform at large. You know, it's a very different place. It's a shell of its former self. And while there may not be hope for the site to get back to, like, the actual creative haven that it once was, there's at least hope to get a fucking innocent guy unpunished, you know? Yeah, I'll catch you in the next video, which actually will be soon, unironically. Sooner than you think, so I guess that's gonna be goodbye. I guess I'll say goodbye, guys. Thanks for coming.